PM's also praising the efforts of the states.
Yeah, Annalise, Scott Morrison today praising the work of contract tracers right across the country in dealing with this large outbreak that we've seen in Victoria, but also this growing cluster now in Casula. He says it's his advice that the number of cases that we are seeing in Victoria are going to remain elevated for some time. He says it's been a real national effort, though, with states who have a low number of cases providing as much assistance as is required in Victoria. But he says, once again, Australians can't become complacent, that we need to maintain social distancing if businesses are not going to be forced to close their doors.
Then you need to practice that social distancing when you're seeing friends at their houses as well. Don't all clam in together. No hugs, none of that. You can't do that. Otherwise, there's the very real risk that if something takes off, it'll be very hard to contain. So we've just got to maintain the discipline, and that means we can keep businesses open, we can keep life going back to normal as much as it can in a COVID world, and that's where we want to keep going. We don't want to have to go back, but that requires everybody to keep showing that discipline.
And Trudy, the Prime Minister's laughed off criticism about attending the football at the weekend.
Yeah, Scott Morrison raised some eyebrows by attending the Sharks game this weekend, enjoying a beer and watching his team. But he copped some criticism on social media, saying it wasn't the right thing to be seen to be doing by a Prime Minister when one of the biggest states in the country is now back in lockdown. But this morning, breaking his silence on this, speaking about the football.
I was on the phone with the Health Minister this morning, the Chief Medical Officer. That will continue, and people see me later on in the week, but just because I'm not in front of a camera doesn't mean I'm not hard on the jar.
All right. So in other words, the answer is mind your own business, Ray. I'm okay.
Well, but the game wasn't that great to watch, but, you know, you've got to be loyal to your team. Always.
So the Prime Minister laughing off the criticism there as he was speaking to Ray Hadley. He's on a working holiday, as it's called at the moment, as the government has 10 days until it hands down this all-important economic statement where they'll reveal the fate of the JobKeeper program.